Friends, let's be honest, the world's a bit of a dumpster fire right now. Every day we're bombarded with news about economic turmoil, political scandals, and a planet on the brink. It's enough to make you want to crawl under your weighted blanket and stay there. But here's the thing. Giving up isn't an option. We can't afford apathy when the stakes are this high. People are struggling. They're working their tails off, but they can't keep up with the rising cost of everything. Rent's skyrocketing, healthcare's a luxury, and a decent education? Forget about it. Meanwhile, the gap between the haves and the have-nots, it's more like a chasm now. And you know what's infuriating? The very people who are supposed to be representing us, fighting for us, they're too busy playing political games, lining their pockets, and ignoring the very real problems facing everyday Americans. Let's talk about our elected officials, those brave souls who swore to serve the people. Remember all those campaign promises? The ones about affordable healthcare, good-paying jobs, and a brighter future? Yeah, those were cute. Turns out, those promises were about as substantial as a politician's handshake at a fundraiser. Instead of solutions, we get partisan bickering, endless debates that lead nowhere, and a whole lot of finger-pointing. The issues? They remain tragically unaddressed. The needs of the people? Conveniently forgotten. And don't even get me started on corporate greed. These companies rake in record profits, dodge taxes like it's an Olympic sport, and then turn around and blame the working class for their struggles. It's enough to make your blood boil. The consequences of this inaction, they're devastating. Families are being crushed by medical debt, forced to choose between putting food on the table and paying for life-saving medication. Young people are drowning in student loan debt, their dreams deferred because they dared to pursue an education. And the climate crisis? Well, that's just simmering in the background, threatening to boil over and engulf us all. We're living in a system that's rigged against us, folks. A system where the powerful thrive, the wealthy get richer, and the rest of us are left to pick up the pieces. But here's the good news. We outnumber them. We, the people, have the power to change this. It's time to stop being passive observers in our own demise. It's time to stand up, raise our voices, and demand better. This isn't about left versus right, Democrat versus Republican. This is about right versus wrong. It's about reclaiming our democracy, our government, and our future. So what can we do? Plenty. Vote like your life depends on it, because frankly it might. Contact your representatives and let them know you're paying attention. Support organizations fighting for social justice, economic equality, and a healthy planet. Get involved in your community, organize, and make your voices heard. This is our call to action. This is our moment to rise up and fight back against the chaos. We can't afford to be silent anymore. Let's make some noise.